Hi guys, welcome to my July wrap-up video. You might have noticed that I am wearing a new hat. This one was especially great because I didn't have to pay any money for it. It was a hat my sister was throwing out and I just saw it sitting there and was like, well, I am God's gift to hats, so I might as well give it a go, and I think it quite suits me. It's not my usual style, but I'm liking it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, on to the book. So in July I was concentrating completely on my YALC readathon challenge. This was a challenge that I set myself and made open to other people to join in, to read books by authors who were going to appear at YALC, the Young Adult Literature Convention in London. I am pleased to say that I think I did quite well. In July I finished reading 6 books, and they were all by YALC authors, as I said, and almost all of them were by British authors as well. So the first book I finished reading in July was Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn. This is about a girl called Amani who lives in a town in the desert, in a sort of kind of alternate Earth. It's one of those stories which is set in a place where the characters refer to other parts of the world by names which sound quite similar to old names that were used for those parts of the world in the real world, if that makes sense. Amani does not have an easy life. She lives with her aunt and uncle, and her parents are both dead. Her mother did something really terrible, which means she's sort of seen as the shameful one, and her uncle thinks that the way to control her is to marry her himself. And in order to escape this fate, Amani makes use of the skill she has at shooting by competing in a gunfight. And while she's there, she meets this other boy and they end up escaping together and getting involved in the political situation at the time. It's very hard to kind of explain this without spoiling it. I would just say that it's a very fun read. It's got magic, politics, although I thought the political situation in the country that Amani lives in was quite a bit simplified, and I'm hoping that this is explored in more detail in the next book. And it's got friendship and romance. It's very, very good and I recommend it. The author of Rebel in the Sands is British, so it counts towards the British Books Challenge. The next book I finished reading in July was The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. As I think I said in my last video when I had started reading this book really converted me to audiobooks. I used to think that I didn't have time to listen to them, but now I realise that if an audiobook is good enough, I will make time. I found so much time to listen to this audiobook. I listened to it while I was getting ready for work in the morning, I listened to it whilst travelling to and from places, I listened to it whilst getting ready for bed at night, I listened to it whilst doing chores. I loved it. And one of the good things I think about it was that it was actually the longest book in this series in terms of length of the audio. So actually starting with this and thinking, wow, I got through all those hours much faster than I ever thought I would, filled me with confidence for reading the rest of the series, or rather listening to the rest of the series. It's about a girl and 4 boys in a small town in America who are looking for a mysterious Welsh king. He's reportedly been buried somewhere near their town, and they are kind of following this mystery because they think that he is not actually dead, that he is still alive and is just asleep, and when they wake him up he will grant them a favour and they will have their different ideas of what that favour would be. The next book I read was back to British authors, The Next Together by Lauren James. Now this actually counts for my TBR pile challenge because I have had this on my TBR since last year, and you'll note that this is a proof copy. Yeah, so this got hyped up so much I was a bit wary of picking it up, but I actually loved it. I thought it was great and it deserves all the hype it's got. It's a really fun combination of historical fiction, contemporary fiction, science fiction and romance, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the second book. The ending of it was just, oh my god. So if you like YA books and if you like mysteries, because above all things this is a mystery, then check it out. It's not hard science fiction by any means, so don't let that put you off. I think that the next book will probably dive a bit more into the sci-fi elements of the story, but it's very accessible, and like I say, it's a really good, fun, quite quick read. The next book I finished, and the last print book I finished, and the last book by a British author that I finished was All of the Above by James Dawson. Now, I have to be honest, I didn't love this. Although it ticked a lot of boxes for things that I like in YA contemporary fiction, I felt that it didn't have a very strong plot, and I like my contemporary fiction to have quite a strong plot. I like to feel that the author is very carefully steering us in a direction, and I felt that this was more slice of life. And I think if you like the kind of slice of life books, and if you like slice of life short stories, then you will probably quite enjoy this. But I really don't like those kind of short stories that don't have a firm beginning, middle and end. And so I think that's why I struggled a bit with this. I kept waiting to get a more firm idea in my mind of where it was going, and I really didn't have that to hold on to. I think it was mostly a story style preference, if that makes sense, that put me off enjoying this. It just wasn't my cup of tea. There were bits of it I really liked, but overall I wasn't a massive fan. I didn't really mind because I have read Say Her Name by Juno Dawson, and I really enjoyed that, and I have Under My Skin to read by the same author as well, so I'm hoping that I will enjoy that better, and I think I probably will, because I think in horror books you kind of have to have that firmer plot, and I definitely got a sense of that in Say Her Name. Do let me know in the comments if you feel the same way about slice of life. I am very much a got to have a firm plot kind of person. That's why I don't like a lot of literary fiction, actually. I don't like when novels kind of meander through stuff. I like for there to be very strong direction of what's going on. I'm just not very literary, I think. Next up I listened to The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, and then after that Blue Lily, Lily Blue. They're the second and third books in the Raven cycle, following on from the Raven Boys. I won't really say anything more about these two except for that I loved them. I was completely addicted. By the end of The Dream Thieves, I was just like, I've got to move straight on to the next one. I think I loaded up Blue Lily, Lily Blue immediately and started listening to it. I just love the series. That's pretty much all I can say. And that's the end of my July wrap up. So let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books, if you have any recommendations for me, if you know of any audiobook voice artists who you think are as good as Will Patton, who read The Raven Cycle. Let me know, because he was perfect as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely perfect, and I loved it. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more from me, and give this video a thumbs up as well while you're at it. If you want to check out some more videos by me, you can also visit the Bookish Witch channel and subscribe there, as I post videos up on there regularly as well. You'll see me again soon. Bye!